In this problem, we're going to find the equation of the tangent line that passes through the circle. X squared minus 2x plus y squared plus 4y is equal to 0 at 2, 0. So, first and foremost, let's try to ask ourselves, what are we going to do in this case? Since we're looking for a tangent line that passes through the circle, so what would be the methods, or if it's only one, what would be the method that we're going to use in this case? So let's try to have a visualization first. All right, let's try to have some visuals. Suppose you have a circle, and that circle represents this equation, and then let's just say that we have a tangent line here. And remember that a tangent line is a line that passes through a curve at one point. And that point where it passes through, let's just say this is 2, 0. So now, what are we going to do? Okay, so now that we have this one, we want to know this only. All right. Yes, we it passes through the curve. Now we want to know the equation of the tangent line. There are two things that you need to know if you're going to find the equation of the tangent line. One is, of course, the slope. Every line must have a slope, whether if it's undefined or not. Slope tells you the gradient or the steepness of the line. If it's perfectly horizontal, is it like this diagonal, or is it almost a vertical line diagonal thing, if you know what I mean? But yeah, the slope tells you the orientation of the uh I don't know if it's orientation, but let's just say the direction of the line. Like, is it horizontally like this, or is it vertically like this, or diagonal like this diagonal, so on and so forth. Now, another thing that we're going to know is the points. Points of what though? Points where it passes through. Okay, points where it passes through. I think the second one is the easiest. But for now, let's take it slow, right? Because first things first is we're going to find the slope of the tangent line, right? So let's just put these two here on the side. Let's make it small here, right? And we're going to erase the visuals. Hmm. So how to get the slope of the tangent line? Here, if you're going to get the slope of the tangent line, you are going to get the derivative of the equation and find this one. Okay? Or you can rewrite this as y prime. Again, for you to find the slope of the tangent line, you get the first derivative of the equation and find this one. Or if you're going to use this notation, find this one. All right? So if you're asking me what equation that we're going to differentiate, it's actually this one. So let's copy the equation given. So we have x squared minus 2x plus y squared plus 4y is equal to 0. All right, so we're going to get the first derivative. And as you can see that we have two given variables here. We have the x and we have the y, right? So we're going to apply implicit differentiation because we have a given y variables. So how to apply implicit differentiation? It's just almost the same as how would you differentiate other variables. But for the y, you have to put y prime or dy all over dx. Like for example, I have 2x plus 4y squared is equal to 0, right? For example, then you get the first derivative of this equation. We will have 2 plus 8y. But since this is a given y variable, don't forget to put y prime, all right? Or if you use this one, this would become 2 plus 8y dy all over dx. So it's up to you, all right? So that's what we're going to do here. So let's erase this one. We will have, oh wait, sorry. We will have 2x minus 2 plus 2y, wait, yeah, 2y y prime plus 4y prime is equal to 0. So that's it. So 2y y prime, all right, good. Now what's next? Now we will find our y prime. But before that, I would like to simplify the equation here because if you're going to take a look, all terms here on the left, they're all they're all wait, sorry, they're all divisible by 2. So here we can just basically divide both sides by 2 so that we can simplify the equation. So we will have x minus 1, yeah, x minus 1 plus y prime plus 2y prime is equal to 0. So this is the simplified equation, right? Now, we're not done yet because again, after you differentiate the equation, you must find y prime because that is the slope of your tangent line, all right? So we must find y prime here. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to group terms that has y prime on one side, then the other will be transferred on the other side. So since we have y prime here and y prime here, we can just leave it on that side, while the others, x and negative 1, will be transferred to the right side. Hence, we will have y prime plus 2y prime is equal to 1 minus x. Remember, when you transferred any terms to the right, their signs will be changed. Then, uh, we're going to factor out y prime in this expression. So this would become y prime times quantity y plus 2 is equal to 1 minus x. And after that, for you to find the y prime, of course, you have to isolate it or make it alone. So we will divide both sides by y plus 2. And after that, the y plus 2 here will be cancelled. We will have y prime is equal to 1 minus x all over y plus 2. Okay? So, okay, now you found your y prime, and this is like the slope of the tangent line. So what's next? What's next is you will substitute 2, 0 in this newly formed equation. All right? So again, you will substitute 2, 0 in this newly formed equation. All right? So the question is, of course, there are two variables. So which one is the x, which one is the y? So this is an ordered pair, right? This is the ordered pair. On an ordered pair, the left term is your x value or the abscissa, and on the right number, that is your y value or ordinate. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to substitute 2 as x and y as 0. Hence, we will have 1 minus 2 all over 0 plus 2. And our answer would be y prime is equal to negative 1 all over 2. Or, right, we have negative sign at 1, right? So we can just simply bring that negative sign below, or just put it beside of that fraction. What happens is we will have y prime is equal to negative 1 half. And that is our slope, all right? That is our slope. So what are we going to do? Now that we will have the slope, we're just going to put it here. Let's just say here. Is it visible? Alright. Then we're going to erase the writings here for a moment. Alright. So, okay, we found the slope. Now, next, what are the points that it passes through the curve? So this one is actually the easiest, right? Which is basically the given points, right? So according here, right, we are going to find the equation of the tangent line that passes through the circle, right? Through the circle at 2, 0. So the points where it passes through the curve is what? Is this one, 2, 0. Okay, that's it. That's basically the easiest one. Okay, so we found the points where it passes through and its slope. So what are we going to do next? So here we're going to use the formula, which is called point slope formula, right? And that is y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times quantity x minus x sub 1. Okay, this is the points of formula. Now, let's have a recall. This m, letter m, that is the slope. Alright, that's it. That is the slope. Your y sub 1 and x sub 1, these are the points where it passes through. Okay, where it passes through. So I think you already know what would be your x sub 1 and y sub 1. Okay? So since we have 2 and 0 as points or as the ordered pair that passes through the circle, then we can substitute 2 as x sub 1 and 0 as y sub 1. So this would become y minus 0 is equal to m times quantity x minus 2. Now, how about your m, the slope? So the slope, we are referring to the slope of the tangent line, which is negative 1 half. So we will substitute negative 1 half as our m. Hence, we will have y minus 0 is equal to negative 1 half times quantity x minus 2. That's it. Then let's simplify. This would be y is equal to negative 1 half times quantity x minus 2. And this is your final answer. Or we can represent this in different way because this way, this is actually in point slope form. So we can rewrite it in different way. Like for example, what if you want to write it in slope intercept form? Wait. Basically, it's like this. Y is equal to mx plus b. Okay? If you want to rewrite your problem like this, then it's okay. There's no problem. All you need to do is just distribute negative 1 half in this uh, in this parentheses. We will have negative 1 half x plus 1. So this could be also your correct answer. That's it. Okay, you can leave this as your uh, answer, which is still correct. Or again, there could be different forms of line. If this is point slope, let's just put PS. Wait, no. Let's just put PS, point slope, and this one as slope intercept. Let's just say we want to rewrite it in standard form, or rather, uh, let's just say, yeah, standard form, it's also possible, okay, or in general form. So it's possible. If you want to rewrite this one in standard form, here's what we're going to do. It will look like this. AX plus BY is equal to C. So the terms that has X and Y will be grouped on the left side, while the constant term shall be put on the right side. We can actually do that, right? So what happens? What happens is that let's just say we use this one for instance. Right? We use uh this one like this equation rather. All right. So we have y is equal to negative 1 half x plus 1. Right. So what we can do is we will multiply both sides by 2 so that we can remove the denominator of 2 in this fraction. So we will have 2y is equal to negative 1 times x, so it's negative x plus 2. Then for us to get the standard form, all we need to do is group all the terms that has variables on the left side. So transpose negative x to the right, we will have x plus 2y. Then the constant term shall be left here. That's it. And that is our standard form. Okay, standard form of the circle. All right. So here you can leave your answer just like this. All right. Or here we go. Sorry. Maybe I've been giving multiple answers, but it's still correct. Or what if you want general form? The general form, basically, all terms in the standard form are grouped together in one side. So if standard form, only variables are grouped on one side, then the constant term shall be left on the other side. Here in a general form, all terms are grouped in on- uh, all terms are grouped on one side. So if we have x plus 2y is equal to 2, then we can just transpose 2 on the left, resulting to x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. And that is our general form. The main reason why I gave you multiple answers because uh, in this problem, right, you're going to find the equation of the tangent line, but it doesn't tell you uh, what type of equation because here we have the point slope formula, which is this one, right? Which in fact became like this. Then next we have the slope intercept. Then next we have the standard form. And next is we have the general form. So at least you know what to do if, for example, the problem asks you the problem told you to find the equation of the tangent line in general form, in standard form, in point slope form, or slope intercept, right? So basically, just in case, I'm giving you multiple answers that represents the equation of the tangent line in this problem. And that will be all, guys.